Hello, I am Eli J. Brown slash Sonic Jr. Sarah, also known as Lincoln Riddle Fan on DeviantArt. And this is a little update video on August 3rd, well, 4th, because this video probably won't be uploaded until tomorrow at my time period, because it's 11 o'clock at night. And pretty much after I'm done doing this video, I'm gonna go take a bath and then head on to bed. So, anyway, this is a little update. I frequently, I just recently redesigned my train set. Try to make it look the best that it can be using the pieces that I have right now. I may get more pieces in the future. So why don't we just take a look over this set here. Now, first of all, this right here is only temporary because I do have a one more large curve piece, but the bottom end broke. I'll show you that. Right here. I don't know where the wood glue is, but as soon as I find it, I'll glue this back on and wait for it to dry and then put it in its place. Okay. And right here, you may notice, this is some sort of, like, going down a mine, you know, like, do you remember back in Season 1 when Thomas went down a mine? Like that, except this is Donald, not Thomas. Thomas is over there. Well, this part here is basically supposed to be a shunting yard. Like, here's Victor and Kevin, and over there is Hector, which, well, of course, they don't run on the same track, because Victor is narrow gauge, but I only have one gauge of track here, and so all the engines run on the same track. I know that would not be possible in real life, but hey, this is a wooden railway, so anything goes. And right over here are my custom trains. Here's Ernest, which you saw in an earlier video. This was customized by from my older Rusty. A little bit of paint actually got off on the face right here. I just spray painted the whole thing, well, except for the face and the wheels yellow, and then I spray painted the wheels red because Ernest's wheels are red. I put some tape over where I didn't want the paint to get to. Of course, that does not always work, as you'll see in a moment. And after the spray painting was done, I let it dry, and then I used a Sharpie permanent marker to draw the windows. Right there. And then behind him is Tallylin. This was done from my older Scarloey. You can see I can see the red bits, but yeah, I think the camera can show the red bits there. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of paint on top of his face. I have been trying to get that bit off, because, you know, sometimes the cover-up tape does not always work, unfortunately, which is a bummer. And I also used a Sharpie's marker to draw the cab, and that's about it. And then back here is Dolgok. Well, this is actually using Duncan's old wooden railway model. Well, if model is the proper word, but I guess saying saying toy is the more proper term, because, well, these are really what they are, but we can call them models if we want to. Some people may say that that's wrong, but hey, I don't care. I'm still gonna call them models. Even if it's wrong, I'm still gonna call them that. Yeah, the old Rheneas model that I had, not the one that came out in 2002, but the original Rheneas model, a couple of years earlier, I put some green mall magic to make a custom smudger after I got the 2002 edition of Rheneas, which was, of course, before smudger actually was released, and I was not successful in getting all that mall magic off, so I just used Duncan, who looks close, and I unfortunately got a lot of paint on his face. I don't know if I'll be able to get that paint off of him, or if I may end up having to just spray paint his face over, like just get some sort of gray paint, like cover up the eyes. Well, it's going to be quite difficult, but may find some way to get that done. I haven't drawn the cab yet, haven't gotten around to doing that, so that's what you got there. I don't know if I will make a custom Stevie from any of my older wooden railway trains. Well, Sir Handel and Peter Sam could be good possibilities, but they both had lost their funnels. And I know that Peter Sam lost his funnel in the show, but my older wooden railway Peter Sam literally lost his funnel, and Sir Handel did too. I replaced them with model magic funnels, and I really don't know if that's all that good, but it doesn't matter because I have the 2012 models. Well, moving on. As usual, when I get to the end, when I get to the last of the pieces to build the set, I have to find some way to get the remaining parts to still fit into the train set. Fortunately, this time I only had one piece left over, which would be the one slope. I have an odd number of slopes right here. I don't know how that happened, but I kind of get the feeling that a dog that I used to have may have eaten it for some reason. I think I remember one day hearing her chew. This was long before I got the dog that I have now. This was back when I was living in the first house that I ever lived in. Not going to tell you where, Nana. But I really don't know what happened to, if there was another hill piece. I may get a single hill piece off of eBay or someplace to make it appear again, but for now it's gonna be a leftover piece. Well, I could maybe just have some switches be on an upper hill, but didn't this time. And I actually added some signposts. I didn't before, all over the train set right here. Like, here's a stop sign. I did do it in many occasions. I just noticed that there is another one off the set. I may get that later. And I also have trees right here. I didn't show you the trees before. Some of these have the thinner type of stand. If you notice, I don't know what year that they were made or what year the new style were made. The new style had a more flat type of base, so the trees could stand up better on carpet. I pretty much had to just put them down and made sure that they didn't tip over. But it can be very easy to tip the older trees over. And I also had a custom tree right here. It's it's a blue tree. Well, I doubt that blue trees can exist in real life, but hey, it's custom. And I put apples on it. It could be interesting to imagine a blue tree with apples. I guess you could find those in Equestria, but I don't know if you would find blue apple trees on Sodor. And there's the gold bridge that you saw from last time. And as often as possible, I do try to get the 3 pieces of track on top of Henry's Tunnel to actually be used. But sadly, this time I couldn't do it, because after this design of the train set, I just could not fit that in. Maybe next time I'll start from there, but this time didn't happen. It's really hard to figure out how to get all 3 of those to actually be used, as you may remember. Well, I'm pretty much down to 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna hurry and wrap it up. Here are the sheds right here, and I just knocked Donald over. The sheds, the deluxe roundhouse, the original roundhouse, the 2 smaller sheds. I guess you could maybe have all 12 of the original engines, which would include Emily, even though she wasn't introduced until season 7, but then again, Duck, Donald, and Douglas weren't introduced until season 2, and Oliver wasn't until season 3, and, well... Oh, I just knocked Cranky over. I'm so clumsy! They haven't yet made a new version of Duck, Donald, or Douglas. But since Duck has returned in the TV series, he may get a re-release version of him pretty soon, like one to look more like the CGI series. I don't know if I'll get one. I actually already have 2 of this kind. When I got my James and the Red Balloon VHS, the only ones available were ones that had Duck included with them, and I already had a Duck at that point, but I had no choice. I just wanted to get the video, and this is actually the same Duck that came with the video. I play with it now because it's more new than the Duck that I had before. And here's Knapford Station. I really would like to get the deluxe Knapford Station, but it's pretty expensive, even the original price. I may get it off eBay someday, but I'm saving up my money for other important things right now. Maybe someday when everything that is important, truly important, is bought and out of the way, and I have free time to buy things that I just want, as opposed to things that I need. And I also have these people right here. These aren't all of them. I have at least one more of the man in brown, and one more of the lady, and one more of the little girl. And you can see that there's a workman, and there's a conductor that looks like Alec Baldwin, and 3 conductors that look like George Carlin, and of course Sir Topham Hatt. And I also this time put Thomas, Gordon, James, Toby, and Flora here at the at Knapford Station. Gordon is pulling a special type of coach, and the Brio coach. James is also coach. Toby is Henrietta, and Flora has her car. Well, the video is we're almost out of time, so I'm pretty much just gonna now wrap it up. And well, this is the updated train set. I will also be taking pictures around this train set. I'll actually also be putting the My Little Pony vectors onto the train set. So anybody that wants to suggest a type of picture like that, feel free to do so. And if YouTube allowed videos longer than 15 minutes, which they actually do, but right now I can't, then I would. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again in the next video.